Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Aries. Please keep in mind that it is a general reading. So that being said, it may or may not resonate with you. Now, for those of you whom it does resonate, we have this Knight of Cups. So there's the arrival of someone or some news. Now, this is either someone or coming from someone, this person or this news. This is somebody who maybe they were a lover, a past love. It could be a new love, could be a confession of love as well for some of you. Or it could be a current one or somebody you're currently interested in and who's interested in you. So it can go many different little scenarios here. But there is definitely some truth coming out here. Okay. Um, I feel like this person's really good with words because we have the poet. So it's like they may know how to get to your heart, possibly with the poet, make you swoon. I feel like they can gloss over things or maybe have a tendency to gloss over things as well with the Knight of Cups and the poet. I feel like if you are in doubt about certain things or in the dark about certain things, well, the sun is saying that the hour or the moment of truth will soon be upon you. Okay? It's like the time has come. The time has come for somebody to speak the truth or to face the truth. This indicates in a love reading that the things of love become clear. Okay. I feel like I see the Four of Wands in the reverse underneath the sun, and I also have the Nine of Love here as well in the reverse, and the Alchemist is in the reverse as well. Eight of Cups. All these cards are clustered together here. I feel like somebody could get upset and that there is uh, a breakup, but not really. It's like it has all the signs of one, but not really. I don't know how else to explain it. So it's like something needs to be broken down in order to rebuild. Okay, because the alchemist is in the reverse. So the alchemist, uh, his genius is kind of uncontrolled when he's in the reverse. And he throws you guys into an unbalanced situation, one of stress and anxiety. Too much has been abandoned in the search for a fresh start, this card says. So rather than burn every bridge you have, maybe you want to reassess and accept the middle ground. Be willing to make concessions. Be willing to compromise. And so, in alchemy, nothing is ever truly destroyed. You know, the new is built on the foundations of the old. Knowledge built on the knowledge from the ashes. So this card can also indicate that there are lessons to be learned here. And so I feel like there's like a an ending but not. And you can see it here in the Eight of Cups. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. And Ten of Swords underneath it. And so again, brings me back to the alchemist and lessons, this card. But let's go back to this card. There's just so much to say. I'm just getting, it's like all coming at me. All right, so we have this Eight of Cups, and we can see that there's some emotional turbulence, emotional issues this person has. But they're not moving. It looks like there was an ending, but not an ending because it ended, but here it is in the Ten of Swords, painful ending, but they didn't walk away. So they're still here. This is like a, I don't know, a fake ending. It's not really over. Okay? They don't want it to be over. They don't really want this. But there are some mountains here in the image that they need to get over. There's something about their situation that they're not seeing with the moon. Now, I feel like there's something they're not learning. Or it's like, it could be like this person may need to learn the hard way, you know? Um, they're very stubborn. Um, but this Ten of Swords says that, look at the sun. There's quite a bit of sunlight here. Um, this Ten of Swords says that if you've learned from your lessons, then you can definitely bring it back from the state that it's in right now, which is not good. This person may have thoughts of betrayal or worry about being betrayed. Okay. So, um, let's go to Esclamant de Foi in the reverse. And so I feel like because of somebody's emotional issues, I feel like the relationship just isn't growing. Um, and maybe from the other person's point of view, because this person doesn't really, they're standing in their emotional issues, is like they're not budging. So maybe from your point of view, maybe you feel like because of their behavior that it may lack the potential for growth as well, or that maybe you might feel like they're just not interested because of the way that they are, the way that they act. Um, let's go here. The meloromantum and with the sun here, these are basically saying very similar things. The meloromantum is like that moment of truth. Okay, the moment of truth. It is about the consequences of our actions. In this deck, it is equal to the Justice card. Um, there's the attraction. Um, there's the making up. And this is them going back and forth, back and forth. So they're going back and forth and back and forth about the truth. Because the truth is what we're clarifying here. The Justice card, doing the right thing, owning up, for their part in things. And the truth is they are very attracted to you. This could be about leaving something at your feet, giving you something. Now, this could be, it doesn't have to be something material. It could be giving you a new promise, making you a promise, you know. Um, but I mean, they could give you something as well. But this is them going back and forth and back and forth, so on sailing back into some choppy waters. And so maybe it's been a wee bit choppy, rocky between the two of you. Or maybe this is just their own emotional insecurities that are kind of showing up here. Seven of Wisdom is an assessment. You could be asking yourself, are your present circumstances working for you or not? They could also be asking that question. It is very, I feel like it could go either way, that question. Um, okay, so this person is looking at somebody offering a cup. So um, I feel like I feel like this strongly could be their energy, actually. Wondering if this is working for them or not. Should they take your cup because they are afraid of taking a fall? Okay. Because they do have worries and thoughts of betrayal. I feel like I feel like this is about direction and maybe also signs and looking at the signs and worried about betrayal. I have to bring up at this point that they could also be worried that you would be seeing somebody else, and that would uh, bring in these thoughts of betrayal or enhance them as well. I have to bring it up. Okay, Esclamon de foi is here and she's in the reverse, and she is about third parties as well in the reverse. This is not just about something not growing. It is also having to do with third parties. So that's a possibility. Okay, for some. This is not going to be like that for everybody, but for some. I feel like something you need to know. I'm seeing it here, and I was feeling it before I drew these cards. I feel like there's a certain lack of trust, and you see it up here as well again, on both sides because of the history between you. So I think that the Alchemist reverse is very appropriate and that you need to break this down so that you can rebuild. So I think that a moment of truth needs to happen. Okay? I feel like they need to take back their power. I think that they have been afraid for too long. Okay? I think that they've been carrying ghosts, maybe running from ghosts for a long time. So somebody's going to come and tell you something, possibly a confession, or this is you. It goes one way or the other. Um, Ace of Wands indicates, well, it could be, in this case, you really see them reaching for an opportunity. So they could be preparing to reach for that opportunity, preparing for that moment of truth. Okay, so preparing to tell you something or to confess to something. The Three of Coins is here, so, and he's alone, so obviously he did not make those concessions in the past, okay, that the Alchemist reverse is talking about. Because the Alchemist in reverse is talking about breaking things down, being willing to make concessions. He did not. That's why he ended up here alone. Be willing to compromise. Be willing to listen, to understand, to work together. No, instead he threw his tools down because he has all the tools. Okay, the fact that they show us all his tools laying scattered on this bench indicates he had all the tools, but he didn't use them. And so this is indeed a hard lesson learned, wouldn't you say? So he comes back to the scene in his mind and he's studying it. And he is preparing, I feel, to talk about it, to talk about the truth, to make a new promise. But there's always that element of distrust here on his side, and I feel like on yours as well, being as he did hurt you, and maybe he's hurt you more than once because of his ghosts, you know, because of his emotional issues that he's having. So there is a decision to be made for the future for you guys, but you have that. both of you seem not really able to trust the other fully yet. We see it here. So that is something you would really need to work on. Um, they may even bring that up in conversation about trust and why they don't trust so easily, you know. I feel like you are going to have a happy event. This is indicating a happy event, this Six of Cups. So, in this deck, like, I mean, it could go many different ways, because this is not just a tarot card, it's a tarot oracle card. So, this can indicate somebody returning. This could be a very happy union or reunion. But you see, look what's underneath it. This is Seven of Swords. This is in this deck, it is a state of mind. Then you have being emotionally troubled, and you have this mistrust card here. So they are thinking of coming, and you may have this very happy event, but it's still overshadowed by these feelings of mistrust and feelings maybe of betrayal. So there will still be a lot of work ahead of you. Like, this is not an easy path, not an easy path that you've chosen, I feel. And but I feel like there is potential. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune is here. I feel like this person's very stubborn. This is about lessons learned, and I feel like there is an opportunity to see if they've learned their lesson coming up in the future. This is a leap of faith, and that's what it requires, because with this wheel, you do not know where you are going to land. There's people in different positions all over this wheel, and the person who's spinning is blindfolded. And so when it comes to getting their wish, because the wish card is on top of that, they have to take that leap of faith. I feel like they are really missing you, and I feel like stepping up to the wheel and taking a spin is what's really heavy on their mind, as well as what could possibly go wrong, because they are prone to negative thinking. Okay. So, but here they are studying the idea. Look at that, of returning after a pause. So let's not think of this as a breakup, but more as a pause, because this guy, he would suggest that there was a pause as somebody goes through their emotions, through their feelings, and then you really clearly see the return right here. So look at that. And so this is all about communication and reflection about telling you the truth. Okay? And so that's what this is all about. I'm coming to tell you something, you know. Or, you know, this could be you, could be them, but yeah, the moment of truth, or the hour of truth, is upon you. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you. Bye for now.